Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this video, I'm going to take a look at the top 9 best Hearthstone decks right now. It's been around a week and a half since the first Alterac Valley balance patch, and first we had the immediate meta after the balance patch, and you could consider these decks now to be the response to that meta. And that shows clearly on the number 1 best deck, Poison Rogue. Yeah, would you have guessed that Poison Rogue actually becomes a thing again? But look at its strong matchups. Quest Hand Warlock, Quest Rogue, Quest Shaman. Are you starting to see a pattern here? Quest decks became really good after the OTK decks were nerfed. And now in response to Quest decks being good, we're seeing decks that are the best counters to Quest decks, like Poison Rogue. But unfortunately for Poison Rogue, it also has some very bad matchups like Face Hunters and Aggro Druids. I mean, who knows that when people start to play minions like immediately and then they start to hit you in the face at the start of the game, and then playing Poison Rogue you just tend to lose. While Poison Rogue has upsides, especially if you want to punish some of these quest decks, it also has downsides. That means that it's not the absolute best deck, but it is very good right now. Coming in at number 8 is another deck that I didn't really expect to see return back to the meta. It is Aggro Druid. And well, Aggro Druid is good against Poison Rogue. And Aggro Druid is also pretty good against Quest Warrior. Quest Warrior is the most popular quest deck right now, so those matchups kind of justify its presence. But it also has notable weaknesses such as Thief Rogues and Quest Shamans. Coming in at number 7 is the Aggro Elemental Shaman. The last time I featured this deck I showed the Freeze Elemental Shaman, the mid-range, more slower version of this same concept, but this time it's the Doom Hammer wielding brother that is on the top list. And Freeze Elemental Shaman, it's still a good deck, it's still rocking like 53, 54, maybe 55% even, so yeah, it's a deck that you can easily climb with. But it's just a little bit weaker now than the top 9 decks, and Aggro Elemental Shaman seems to be better, it's stronger against many of the quest decks, and while it has a fairly major weakness in Libram Paladin, the number of quest decks is just so high right now that aggro, boom, face, hit, kill, go. But quest decks are not gone. Number 6, Quest Shaman, strong against stuff like Aggro Druid, Freeze Elemental Shaman. Weakness Quest and Warlocks, that Poison Rogue can really punish this deck, but still Quest Shaman is doing fine right now. And then at number 5, an interesting change, because that's Thief Rogue. Yeah, Quest Rogue is getting targeted quite a lot. Quest Rogue has some really good matchups. Overall, if everything was equal, like you met everything at equal ratios, then Quest Rogue has a better matchup spread than Thief Rogue. But Quest Rogue has a target on its back right now, that has made it a tad bit weaker. Thief Rogue does not, and even though Thief Rogue has some major weaknesses against Libram Paladins and Quest and Warlocks, for example, it has some upsides against decks that are targeting Quest Rogue right now, like Face Hunters and Aggro Druids. Also, there has now been enough time to fine-tune Thief Rogue, so the lists are better now than they were a week and a half ago. So Thief Rogue, yeah, it's pretty good. Then at number 4, the good old favorite, Quest Hand Warlock, still the same list by the way. Why would you change a card in this deck? Why would you touch perfection? It's beautiful. It's still just beautiful. Then coming in at number 3, Face Hunter. Aggro is a good solution always when you have any problem, and strong against stuff like Quest and Warlock, also strong against Poison Rogue that is now targeting those quest decks, so pretty good position for Face Hunter to be in. Obviously it has its weaknesses, Libram Paladin, and while Face Hunter had a great matchup against Quest Rogue, it doesn't have quite as good of a matchup against Thief Rogue, so the Rogue meta has evolved a little bit to try to counter this. Iron Deep Trogs are here to stay by the way. Iron Deep Trog, even in its nerfed state, now I can confidently say that it belongs in Face Hunter, still great card. Some people run Arcane Anomalies in addition to the Trog, but you don't replace the Trog. And the second best deck right now, Quest Warrior. Quest Warrior list is almost finalized. It's like 28 core cards, and then in this version, for example, there's Rokara the Valorous and the second copy of Ratchet Privateer. Those are pretty much the cards that can change sometimes between lists. The old list used to run Provoke instead of Rokara, but I can quite confidently say that Rokara is better than Provoke, even though Rokara probably isn't optimal either, so there's still more room for experimentation. Quest Warrior is good against some of the decks that are targeting these quest decks like Poison Rogue, but Quest Warrior has a weakness in Libram Paladin, and when it's all said and done, do you know who's always going to come out on top? Yeah, Libram Paladin. Libram Paladin enjoys the current meta, there are lots of Quest Warriors, there are lots of Face Hunters, lots of decks to prey upon, and then Quest Rogue, which was one of the best counters to Libram Paladin, has been kind of pushed out of the meta by other decks, so yeah, Libram Paladin is just having a great time. Cast some Librams, win some games, awesome stuff. The Hearthstone meta is of course always evolving, and these were like answers to what the meta was a week and a half ago, and in the next week or two we're probably going to see again some slight shifts in meta trying to counter Libram Paladin again. But until then, if you want to climb to Legend, if you want to climb within Legend, these are the 9 best decks to go. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and check out my Twitch channel.